Rape is a traumatic experience that affects the victims in a physical, psychological, and sociological way. Even though the effects and aftermath of rape differentiate among victims, individuals tend to suffer from similar issues found within these three categories. Recently, there have been a great increase in the rate at which rape is being reported in Nigerian society. Therefore, the need to adumbrate the implications, possible causes of rape, and prefer way forward as a people. Make a Change initiative, its president, Mr. Lemmy, saw the need to analyze the long-term reactions involved in the development of coping mechanisms that will either benefit the victims, such as social support, or inhibit their recovery. The theme, Men Against Rape, is one aimed at teaching the men to empathize and protect the women before, during, and after any possible experience that may occur. Their program enables victims find the courage to look the devil in the eye and mold their confidence to move on.
Okay, my name is Anne Oposa, formerly Mrs. Osaji. I'm here on the invitation of Make a Difference and Men Against Rape. I'm here on their invitation to come and see what they're doing and how they have been impacting positively on women and victims of domestic violence, rape, and so many other things.
Okay, so we can see you with this artwork here. Can you tell us about this artwork and what it means to you?
Okay, I would say it means a lot to me because this is a means of healing. When I started having problems in my marriage and then which finally led to my separation, I had no other things that to take solace on than to start getting things, piecing up stuff. I started crafting and I found out that it gave me so much peace. It gave me so much, I found a place in crafting, I found a place in painting. I look at stuff and I tell myself that those things I can do them, and I found myself doing them. And it has also me being a means of income for me also. So it has really helped me out in so many ways. No woman actually wished for her marriage to break. When I entered my marriage, I entered as a very young girl, still in the university. It was never my dream to lose my home, but when it started and then it was formerly a verbal abuse, but when the domestic violence started and I had to make a report to the station and it led to so many things and finally to my separation from my ex. So no one wishes for that. No one prays for that. But when it happens, instead of staying back and engaging in things that may lead to your death, it's better you live and find a niche for yourself in the society. It's no longer a crime for a woman to live. It's not what we pray for, but when you find out that the things you've worked all through your years, the things you've prayed for, and they're not working, I don't actually think there is need for someone to stay. And then if you are being abused, there are so many agencies out there. There is Make a Difference agency, an NGO that is working to help women throughout all the situations. Someone can call on them. If you're a rape victim, there are still agencies. There are Men Against Rape. They're out here and they're helping and they're really making impact on people's life. So you can equally call on them also.
Okay, my name is Caroline Ame, a practicing journalist. Okay, I'm here to support women and girls and boys who have gone through violence, rape, domestic abuses, and all that. And what people fail to understand, I'm here because I went through spousal violence. I was being raped, and it's one issue people are not talking about, spousal rape. They talk about girls being raped, boys being raped, but they don't talk about married women who are being raped by their husbands, who are being abused physically, emotionally, and psychologically. So I'm here, and a lot of it happens every day, but people are scared to talk about it. If I once spoke to a friend, she said, Sister Caro, this is Africa, oh, no talk am again. How you go say your husband rape you? And I'll say yes, not once, not twice, not thrice. And especially anytime he's high on something, he beats me up, he rapes me even when I'm sick, even when I'm pregnant. So it's something that happens every day. And a lot of women, like if you read some of the statistics that they had during this lockdown, a lot of women went through spousal rapes, but nobody is talking about it. So we need to do something about it. It's not a good experience at all that you become a shadow of yourself. You're always afraid. Maybe if you hear the sound of his car, your mind will skip. If he comes back, you'll be thinking, what will the next step be? So it's not really a pleasant experience.
Executive Director, Make a Difference Initiative and convener of Men Against Rape. You've captured it rightly. There's been a yawning gap between the rhetorics of government and persons with concrete action. I see every day people, survivors of sexual and domestic violence, going on and needing help, needing therapy, needing support, because the consequence of the psychosocial trauma that survivors of sexual and domestic violence go through is a lifetime trauma, and they need psychosocial support, they need love, they need family support, but this is usually very absent. People speak and empathize, but it ends just there. But they need a lot of counseling, they need a lot of reaching out to, they need again even empowerment. Victims, especially women who are victims of sexual and domestic violence. So we decided that Make a Difference initiative to make it a focal point. And as the pandemic began to rise, where statistics will say that 4 out of 10 girls before their 18th birthday get sexually violated and 1 out of 10 boys get sexually violated, it became a concern, especially in the period of the pandemic. And we decided to take it a notch further by concentrating and getting Men Against Rape bettered. The essence of Men Against Rape is because most of the people who rape, who abuse, who sexually violate, most are men. And it is all a product of the patriarchal socialization that men have had, where they feel like they have access and rights, entitlement to the bodies of women, even when women say no. So we decided that we must step up the game. We must come to places like this to rally men, especially to raise their voices, to support women, to support survivors, so that survivors can find their voices, and in doing that become the best version of themselves. Because really, when you rape or sexually abuse anybody, it's 5 minutes at best of pleasure for you as the perpetrator, the violator, but it's a lifetime trauma for survivors. Do they really heal perfectly? The sky is there, and that's why you see that a lot of them, even when they manage to contract marriage, end up actually not even being able to really enjoy the goodies that comes with marriage, because they are still damaged inside. So we came up to help provide psychosocial support and provide enabling environment for empowerment, where they can even come, because we have a support system hub where they can come monthly, at least have 1 or 2 social events. Also have the period where they can come sit together with shrinks, with support groups and all, where they express themselves, where their challenges are, where their fears are, where their trauma lies, so that in doing that, those who are doing better, helping themselves. For instance, the lady who painted Anne, when she shares her story to those who are not doing so well in managing their trauma, they get inspired to see that you can actually turn your lemons to lemonades. And you would see that we sold some of our paintings today, and that's some money in our account, which supports her to be able to find her voice and become the best version of herself.